Hi guys and welcome to today's video. It's Crypto Tiger here and today I got a new amazing project to show you, which is of course revenuecoin.io. So I think we can start with showing you the project. So as you all see, Revenue Coin, the first revenue token in the world, and of course it is like a very special one of course because it lets its holders fund high-tech companies to scale. Startups receiving funding allocate up to 10% of revenues to the systematic purchase of RVC, of course, from the market, reducing supply and increasing value. So I think that's pretty promising information about this, of course, project. As you can see, here you got some information about it. As I told you, here you got the information about the 10% of revenues to, of course, the things I've told you before, of course, which is of course systematic purchase of RVS, of course, which is the token of the project from the market, reducing supply and increasing value. And here we got the public sale, which is of course 1 BNB, and here we got the amount of RVC, of course, for this 1 BNB, and here we got the start of it. It is like 18 days, 1 hour and almost like 2 hours as I am recording it now. You gotta check that out as you like watching it, what time it starts. So I recommend you to do it, of course, to check that out. And here we got like next stage 1 BNB, of course. Here we got the like increasing of value, so I think that's very cool. So here we got the buy RVSC tokens, so you can do it here, of course, by clicking on this like button, of course. So we can do it and click here, of course, and it takes you to this page where you got public sale, of course, and here you got buy RVSC tokens from like 0.1 BNB, of course, fast anonymous payment in BNB, and here you can like buy now, clicking, of course, and of course it will start in this like days, like I told you before, 18 days. So here you got all the information about it, current stage, next stage, so I think that's pretty cool, of course. And here you got how to participate in public sale, which is of course starting like in 18 days. So connect the wallet, of course, BSC, of course, enter the amount of BNB you want to invest. Minimum is like 0.1 BNB, maximum is 20 BNB, so I think that's simple. Click the buy button, of course, confirm the transaction in your wallet, of course. About 1 minute after confirming the transaction, refresh this page and reconnect your wallet to see the amount of tokens ordered. So I think that's easy too. So you will be able to add RVSC tokens to your wallet after December 6th, of course, 2021. And of course, I think that's pretty like simple to do, of course, so I think you will handle this if you're of course interested in this project. So here you got the button to connect wallet. You can choose MetaMask, Wallet Connect or Binance Chain. So I think that's pretty cool that you got the choice, the one you prefer, the one you have. So I think that's pretty cool, and we will be back to the main site, of course, now. So we are of course back to the main site, and now we will get to like next things about the product because it's pretty interesting. So let's get to it. So here we got the white paper, which is of course the document where you got all the information about the project, of course, or the details. So if you read it, you will be fully informed with the project. So I think that's pretty cool to read it, of course. I think that's pretty important info, of course. Public offer price, of course, check the panel. So here you can buy RVSC, of course, and you can join also Telegram to like be updated about any information about it, about the project, any updates. So I think that's pretty cool to follow them here, of course. So let's go on. Here we got some news, of course. So if you're like interested in the project, you can check some news here, of course. It will be like updated, and you got like the latest one here. So I think that's pretty cool, of course. Here we got RVSC tokens, revenue coin ecosystem explained. So here we got like a video, so we can watch it to know about this one, of course, about the ecosystem. So I think that's pretty cool, of course. Once again, how does revenue coin work? So let's see. Revenue coin is a BEP20 token, an integral part of the revenue capital ecosystem which supports promising high-tech companies by distributing funds and ensuring access to a shared customer base. Revenue coin economics stimulates the growing demand for RVC tokens over time. So I think that's pretty positive about the project. Of course, you got some like real information, legit one. So I think that's pretty cool. And here we got some information too, because here we got the community buys revenue coins. Blockchain technology allows to reduce costs and formalities related to the purchase of tokens. Transaction security is ensured by the RVC smart contract, which has been audited by external companies. So I think that's pretty legit. So here we got the capital goes to young companies. Project and mark for funding are selected by the community and revenue capital experts. Companies agree to transfer part of future revenue for the purchase and burning of revenue coins. So I think that's pretty cool that we got the information here. Companies grow and their revenues increase by providing funding and know-how. Companies' revenues increases and parts of them goes back to the revenue capital ecosystem, of course. Currently, there are two profitable companies in the ecosystem. Of course, it is Xaria and Skyrocket. So I think that's pretty cool, of course, that they got like companies. Here, of course, tokens purchases from the market. Of course, revenues received from companies as part of the ecosystem are used for the systematic buyback and burning of tokens. This reduces their supply on the market while increasing their value, generating profits for revenue coin holders. So I think that's pretty cool too, of course. And you can ask now, what are the benefits that users can get by investing on RVC token? And of course, it's you get exposure to project and investment opportunities that used to be exclusive to banks, venture funds and business sharks. You are now the shark yourself. So I think that's pretty like encouraging to like going on. So I think that's pretty cool. And the another one is you participate in deciding which of the shortlisted projects are to be invited to the revenue ecosystem. The tokens you hold give you voting rights. So I think that's pretty cool and innovative about the project, of course. And the next one, of course, is you get the first hand access to products and services created within the ecosystem. The tokens give you the right to access brand new products or services before everyone else. So I think that's pretty cool, like think about it, of course. So I think that's very cool. So let's go on to the schedule a little. Here we got the plan. So here we got investors like crypto, exchange, revenue capital, of course. So I think that's pretty cool that it is all shown how it works. So I think that's pretty cool. So here we got even more benefits for RVC holders. So of course, exchangeability. So revenue coin will be listed on major cryptocurrency exchanges, guaranteeing its exchangeability with other currencies on these exchanges. Hidden products, of course, only revenue coin holders will be able to access special offers of new products, unique configurations, or the price offers of existing products. Of course, as I told you before about it. So voting rights, revenue coin holders have a say in making decisions as to which substance a prospective project will receive funding from revenue capital. Of course, the next one is liquidity. A revenue coin will be tradable on both centralized and decentralized exchanges. So I think that's pretty cool that it is in both. payment function, revenue coin will exist as a internal means of payment within the revenue capital ecosystem. So I think that's pretty cool. And of course you can buy RVC tokens now because public sale is live now. So I think that's pretty cool that you can do it if you of course want to, because I'm not a financial advisor. Why will revenue coin value increase? So I think that's pretty important one to know. Revenue coin is a deflationary token. Its quantity is fixed in a smart contract, so I think that's pretty positive. RVC supply on the market decreases due to monthly buyback and burning of tokens, which the companies from the revenue capital ecosystem are obliged to do by allocating up to 10% of their revenues to this end. So I think that's pretty cool information. In addition, the temporary blocking of RVC held by the team and largest investors projects it against sudden price falls. So I think that's pretty safe one, of course, information. Here we got some tokenomics, of course, mechanism and future value of revenue coin. So I think that's pretty cool. So here we got a little chart here. So I think that's pretty encouraging to get more into the project, because as you can see it will grow in the future. So I think that's very cool that the project will develop and is very ambitious, of course. Growth factors, of course, settlement between holders and revenue capital takes place through the buying and burning of available RVC tokens, burning, reduction of supply and increasing tokens purchases increase RVC value systematically and consistently over time, of course. So currently Revenue Capital has two portfolio companies, Xaria and Skyrocket, of course, which they mentioned before, of course. Both generate revenues by providing solutions for crypto investors to trade via API, with increasing revenues depending on the volume of trading on these exchanges. So I think that's kind of cool. So let's go on to the next thing, which is revenue coin growth model. Of course, let's see how about this one. See how the value of the token will change in 2, 5, 10 and 20 years, of course, depending on the average annual growth rate of all revenue capital portfolio project and their share in trading on crypto exchanges. So we can check anything here, of course. You can set the things up, of course, all the percentages, annual growth rate of all revenue capital project, of course, annual growth in trading on exchanges, and share of every revenue capital project in trading on exchanges. So we can check anything here, of course. By changing it, it will change the values here, of course. Of course, everything is changing, so I think that's kind of cool. You can see how at the beginning, well, when you will start with it, and how about after 20 years. I think that's kind of impressive how it will change. So I think that's kind of cool. And here we got discount rate adapted for valuation 4%. Price earnings ratio is of course 25. So I think that's kind of cool that here we got some more statistic about it and we can check anything what we want. So that's kind of transparent about this project. We can say it's not because it is fully transparent. So let's go on to the portfolio, of course. A revenue capital ecosystem creates a strong community of investors and founders through which we found and support selected companies without taking any equity or ownership stake. So I think that's kind of like a cool thing about this one. This approach helps high potential startups meet their goals without sacrificing founding interests and long-term objectives while substantially increasing their post-money valuation. So kind of interesting. Of course, an increase in revenue coins value depends on the selection of portfolio companies to be founded. This decision is made by a panel of advisors based on the potential of projects under consideration to generate increasing revenues within a period after receiving funding and access into the ecosystem. So I think that's kind of cool that here we got two big companies. The first one is Xeria, of course, and let's see how about this company. Thanks to modern technologies, Xeria helps you navigate through the fascinating world of investment safely. Use bots and advanced trading tools on Forex, FD, crypto and equity exchanges. So I think that's a kind of cool thing that they got this company here in the project. Skyrocket, of course, even like again big company, of course. Multiply your crypto assets by investing on the most advanced trading platform ever made. So very cool, of course. Join the community of investors who are already investing smarter by using our professional trading tools. So very encouraging thing about this one. Here we got the news, of course. Latest one, of course, open call for startups. So if you're interested, you gotta like click here to join a revenue ecosystem, of course, to know more and be the part of it. We've partnered with, of course, F6S. So that's kind of cool news, of course. A leading platform for connecting startup founders to investors. So if you're interested, you should read it and join the revenue ecosystem, of course. Here you got again button to buy the token, of course, which is RVC Revet token, revenue coin. Here we got the distributions. The first one is fund distribution and the second one is token distribution. So let's see about this one. Of course, investment in prospective startups is 80%, operating is activities 10%, marketing 5%, and again 5% for liquidity reserve. So I think that's very like clear. So the second one, which is the token distribution, is 50% investors, 15% support for ecosystem project, 10% team, marketing and sale 10%, liquidity 5%, advisory team 5%, and again 5% for community. So I think that's very transparent about this product, and that's what we like, of course. So let's go on to the whitelisting and public sale. So let's see how about this one. So here we got the private sale, of course, and of course you can join it. A revenue coin will be available for private sale and public sale. Private sale will be aimed at key investors, influencers, and persons able to make a significant contribution to product development. At this stage, only those make it to the whitelist will be permitted to invest, of course. And of course, here you can buy RVC tokens. Due to the increasing risk of investing in the project at an early stage of development, private sale investors receive an additional bonus in the form of revenue coin tokens. Fill in the form below to invest as part of pre-sale of revenue coin. So here we got send form, of course, and here we got some public sale information, which will be preceded by a marketing campaign, and everyone will be able to purchase revenue token, of course, coin. So public offer price, here we got the price, of course, which is higher. A public sale will be announced soon. So very cool. Here we got the roadmap, which is of course the things they've done so far and the things which they are planning for the future. So I think that's kind of cool that they have so many things planned. So that means that the project is ambitious and it will develop in the future. So I think that's kind of cool that here we got all the plans and all the things they've done. So let's go on to the frequently asked questions. So if you're interested in any of these questions, you can click on it and it will show you like all the answers to them. So if you have any doubts about any of these, you can check it here. So I recommend you to join the site and here read it to be informed, of course. And again, here we got some more information, which is kind of transparent and seems to be very professional, because here we got shown all the team members, all the founders. I think that's very professional about the product and very legit, of course. Here we got all the faces of the team, advisors, so I think that is very cool, of course. Very, very cool. And here we got RVC subscription token. So here we got the things about the subscription token, which is kind of new thing. Trade revenue coin before public sale, of course. Buy SRVC token and get the opportunity to be part of our private sale stage. You can later exchange SRVC for RVC, of course, without any restriction. Start trading with SVRC tokens on PancakeSwap right away and take advantage of price changes. So I think that's very cool. If you're interested, you can find out more about it. So I think that's a very cool one. You can of course contact the project if you have any question, of course, and they will respond and answer you for them. So I think that's kind of cool and very professional. Again, you got testimonials, so I think that's very fun, from the Telegram, of course, which I recommend you to join, of course. Here we got the media, the things, the medias where they were mentioned, of course, articles and all the stuff about them. So I think that's very cool that they have shown some popularity to the product, of course. Here we got the partners event, and here we got the address, contact. I think that's very cool. And here we got the social medias of the product. Again, Telegram, which I recommend you to join, of course, if you're interested in the product, Twitter and LinkedIn. So if you're interested, I should tell you that you should join the social medias to be updated about any information about the product, of course, if you're interested. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave comment down below what you think about this one, and see you next time. Bye!